JJ the CPA here, hope you're doing well. So I'm putting together this video for my clients. Just want to let you know that there is more stimulus coming, additional PPP. So even if you got the Paycheck Protection Program, there's going to be, it appears, an opportunity to get more if needed. There's going to be another round of stimulus checks going out, the $1,200 checks. There is most likely going to be an opportunity where we'll be able to take advantage of additional payroll tax credits, even if you got previously PPP. But what I wanted you to know is the Senate has introduced what's called the HEALS Act yesterday. And everything's proposed right now. So instead of running you through numbers, I needed you to know what you need to do to get prepared, because you all know the last time that there was federal relief put out there, it went fast and furious on what is needed. So let's just start with the PPP round 2.0, meaning even if you already got it, this is a situation where you may be eligible to get more. All proposed right now, but very likely it will be that the amount you qualify for and how you qualify for PPP 2.0 will be the same way you did for PPP 1. But hold on a second, because to actually then qualify to get PPP 2.0, as we are understanding from the proposed, which I've been predicting for a while, which I think is very likely, you are going to need to have your financials, your income statement caught up at least through June 30 of this year, if not through July 31st once we get past it. So the purpose of this video is that for those of you that do your own books, you need to get them caught up and have everything entered in and reconciled through June 30 of this year. The reason for that is that there's going to be a comparison. This is all proposed, but it's going to be very likely. There's going to be a comparison of a period of time in 2020 to 2019. What we understand now, it'll be second quarter, April, May, and June of 2020 compared to April, May, and June of 2019. Again, proposed. Now, it may be that we are able to compare a period of time in 2020 to various previous periods of time. But you know what? We don't even have to worry about any of that, because what I want you to be prepared with as soon as you can is having your books caught up through June 30, 2020, having all of your income, your expenses, and reconciled to the bank statements through June 30. And what you would then want to do, if you have QuickBooks that you are involved with and charged of entering, we're going to want an income statement that is January 1st through June 30 that reflects it month by month. If we're in your books on a regular basis, we're doing your books on a regular basis, we are already pulling this information together. For those of you that we are only in your books annually or as needed, or only when it's time to do tax estimates, what I want you to know is, if I've been in your books this year and it's only as needed, I have not done anything or looked at anything for 2020, because it would have been related to 2019. So what do you need to do? What I just indicated is get your books caught up through at least June 30. We're going into August, so get it done through July 31st once we hit early August. And then get your numbers to me if you can, which is one income statement. That's the profit and loss. And you will put a start date of January 1st, 2019. You'll put an end date of June 30, and you'll select to see each column by month. So when you're done, you'll have a P&L that has a column for January 2019, February 2019, all the way through June of 2020. So when is this going to come into play? We don't know. Senate put it on the floor yesterday. We know there's going to be a number of things going back and forth. Senate's supposed to recess in a couple of weeks. So I'm anticipating within the next couple of weeks. Related to tax credits, what you want to get in hand, which if you're using Alliant or Paychex, you should already have this, probably even Paycom. You should already have this, and we should be able to get access to it. If you don't use Alliant, you don't use Paychex, we don't have access to your first and second quarter Form 941s. We will be able to get the Form 941s if you're with Alliant or Paychex. If you're with Paycom, we can't get it. If you're doing it yourself, of course, we don't have it. But you need to have in hand your Form 941s. If you're doing them yourself, you're having another company do them, you need to have your 941s pulled, because related to these tax credits, we're going to need those. We'll talk about how and what. The purpose of this video is what do we need to prepare for this week to be able to get this. For the self-employed, I've got a video to talk to you about what you might need to be pulling together. Self-employed as in you file a Schedule C, you're not on QuickBooks, you don't put together your financials regularly, or if you're just giving me an Excel spreadsheet, that won't work for the potential aid that you may qualify for. So I got another video you can click on that I put together earlier today for just the public at large of what you would need to pull together as a self-employed. Let me be clear on self-employed. Self-employed is somebody that doesn't file a separate tax return. Self-employed would be those that file a Schedule C. They're not filing a separate tax return. And if you are keeping your information on QuickBooks, you don't need to worry about watching this other video, but this other video would be for those that you're putting together your information kind of annually or in Excel, or filling out the sheet that I give you all that just says what your profit and your expenses. Now, related to PPP, it's only going to be for those that have wages. Related to these tax credits, it's only going to be for those that have wages. For PPP for the self-employed, yes, there's going to be opportunity for that most likely. The $1,200 stimulus checks that we're understanding should be coming out, it would be the same as last time, same qualifications. But remember, it's all speculation in the sense that it's been introduced by the Senate. There are some similarities to what the Democrats put together in the House. As we know, the Senate's controlled by Republicans, which makes this all very likely, very probable that there's going to be more federal aid. We don't know all the details. So again, this is what do you do now to be prepared for it so that once we do know, you have the information ready to go. If you are having us do your books, we are already working on this. If you'd like to verify, just email me back to let me know that you'd like to verify. We can have Alona double check. But if we're doing your books, we already are putting this together. If we're in your books routinely, we are pulling this together this week and next week when we log in. Again, if we're not routinely in your books, or if you have a question of, are you pulling this together, let me know, and we'll make a decision of what we need you to do so that we can get in, etc., so that we can be prepared. In terms of how do we know if you qualify, there's no reason to even get into those calculations, but what I do know is you're going to need this information so that once we do know what the qualifications are, we'll be able to make a determination quick so that you can get application in and be first in line. The reason for the month by month and knowing the income statement by then is that it's going to be based on a reduction in revenue. Right now, it's indicated that it would have to be a reduction of more than 50% from this year compared to a prior year. Right now, it's indicated that it's second quarter 2020 compared to second quarter 2019. But when you're determining your gross revenue, there are some things that we might want to look at. The starting point is what I just indicated. January 1st, 2019 through June 30, we need to know month by month what your income is, what your income statement is showing month by month for that period of time. All right, hey, know this. If you have any questions or you want to make sure that this is available for that available, go ahead and email me back, let me know. If you're not a client, we have an opportunity. You can go to jjthecpa.com and there's an opportunity where you can hire me by the half hour or 45 minutes or hour and a half, and then pay attention to more videos to come. And for my clients, once we know more and it's substantive and it's law, I'll come to you with more information. But again, here's what you need to do to be prepared. All right, hey, thanks for everything. Thanks for tuning in. And for those that aren't clients, don't you ever forget, you've never met a CPA quite like me. And for the clients, you already know that. All right, have a great day.